When is it time to buy new gear? Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome to Motorcycle Den, and today we are talking about buying new gear. Oh, before I forget, we are down in Kentucky on Route 177. When do you buy new gear? Like when your old gear is completely wore out? Or just when you see something you think, that would be nice to have?
Or when you get them as gifts.
That
Think
too,
about it. A lot of your stuff is gifts, really.
That's true.
A lot of my stuff is gifts. From you.
Very true.
Have you ever noticed that? Nobody else buys me motorcycle stuff, just you. I never noticed that till now.
They don't buy you motorcycle stuff, do you? They probably
No.
think it's a terrible gift. Me, on the other hand, I get the people what I want them to have, not what they want.
Yes, he does. Truly, he does. Now, I like my motorcycle gear. I like buying new motorcycle gear. I got new gloves. Beautiful.
Yeah, Mrs. Den just got new gloves, and she likes them. We actually got them from Iron Pony. And I just got this new flannel shirt from Beyond Riders. When do you buy new gear? Me, I have a thing for gloves, and I have a lot of gloves. I just seen another pair from a new company that I've first time I've heard about them, and I'd like to get a pair of their gloves. Mrs. Den, I don't know. How are you?
I like jackets. I have a few. Actually, I have one I've never worn on the bike, which I need to do.
Yeah, that one from Harley.
Yeah, I thought it'd be too warm today, that's why I didn't wear it. But this is what we do. We'll go to a motorcycle place like Iron Pony or the Harley dealership, wherever. We'll go for him, and I typically leave with things.
I may not get nothing a lot of times.
Yeah. When I find something that I find that is pretty, and he'll always like, especially gloves and stuff, he'll look at it, make sure it's safe for, sometimes I've picked out gloves because they look pretty, and he'll be like, these are too thin, they're not going to protect you at all. And I'll be honest, Keats will tell me a no 1,000 times a day, but if it's motorcycle related, he'll buy it. Doesn't matter how much it costs, he'll be like, if you want it, you can get it, if it's motorcycle related.
Yeah, I do have a soft spot for that.
Yeah, so he does not tell me no when it comes to that. I can need new shoes, he'll tell me no for that, but he'll buy me a new motorcycle jacket. You do though, you don't mind. No,
yeah, I know.
That's not a problem, but he buys me whatever I want motorcycle. But like I have one pair of Harley gloves that I absolutely loved, my sister got me. And so she did buy me something motorcycle related. And they were pink and black and they're so pretty. And it got to the point where the Velcro around the wrist wouldn't hold anymore. So then I was like, I need a pair of summer gloves. And actually these gloves that I bought, or he bought me, I think they're going to be too warm for summer.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
they should.
But they're really thick and they're green. That's pretty.
Oh, look at all the gloves and shoes or whatever they are. Look at that.
All shoes.
Boots, shoes.
Yeah. We should bring old shoes and put on there.
Huh. It's kind of cool. This is on Route 159 in Kentucky.
Yeah, look at all of them.
Yeah.
I wonder who started that.
I don't know. That's kind of cool, though.
I know. I want to bring extra shoes to put on there.
I didn't realize this was up on the ridge.
Yeah.
Guess I should have looked. Well, we didn't know what.
I even said, if you'll put me on a ridge today, it's going to be real windy.
Yeah, I had no idea. Well, I was in that app, so we really didn't have a lot of time to plan this route.
Hopefully we make it back before it rains.
Oh, it's not going to rain tonight.
Kind of sucks to ride in the rain. I don't like it. That's a topic, because I don't like to ride in the rain. Does that make me a fair weather rider?
Absolutely. I can already answer that.
Yeah, but I go.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
like it, but I
kinda.
go. What do you mean, kinda?
Well, you give me the guilt trip if you think it might rain.
No, I don't.
I can't get wet. Like, you can get wet, you'll be fine.
Sugar melts.
That's true. You are sweet. Look at this. This is beautiful along this creek. Okay, so back to the topic. Gear. I have no rhyme or reason to when we get gear. I know some people will go out and buy a bunch of new gear when they're getting ready for a trip. So is that something you guys do? You only get new gear when trips coming up? Do you have a bunch? I have a lot of gear, probably. I've got jackets that are still usable that I don't wear. Well, I shouldn't say I don't. I have one that's an older jacket that I wear, like if I just got off work and need to run the bike somewhere or something. I throw that on because it's older and I'm not too concerned if it gets a little dirty. I have a couple older helmets, and Mrs. Den has a couple older helmets. I use my older one if, like I said, I just got off work. Oh, Kate Lake. We've been back here one time.
Yeah.
But you guys, just like I said, wait until your gear is completely wore out. We probably spend money that isn't necessary sometimes on gear. But it's kind of like this flannel shirt. I didn't have to have it. We have several motorcycle jackets that I could wear. I have a Harley one that's mesh. It's actually pretty nice. A lot of Harley stuff is nice, and I know people think it costs a lot. You do pay for the name, but most of their gear is pretty decent. I've heard their boots aren't very good.
Their helmets suck.
Well, you know,
they're not comfortable at all.
We've never bought one, but
well, I've tried them on.
Yeah, I guess one thing, I'm constantly evolving, should I say? You know, I'm learning, well, this works best for me, this doesn't. I guess as you get older, your needs change, or you know how things feel to you. When I was younger, you know, jackets didn't bother me, and they still don't. I mean, I can wear a heavy jacket all day, but that probably wears on you. This is pretty light compared to anything else that I have, and it's probably more comfortable than anything else that I have. Now, I have like just a plain mesh jacket with some pads in it and stuff from Harley. It's pretty comfortable, but it's also going to be cooler than this. So if it's kind of a cool day, I'm not going to want to wear it without wearing something under it. With this, I could wear just a t-shirt under it and be fine. So, and like I told you before in our other video, if you want to find out about this, I'll put a link down below, but I'm thinking this is in a good range of like 45 to 75 degrees, somewhere in there. You might be okay at 80, but anything above that, it's probably going to get pretty warm. Like I said, I'd go with their mesh. Now Mrs. Den gets more air than me. I'm sitting behind a fairing and a shield and stuff, so Mrs. Den, she gets a little more air than me, so she can go a little bit warmer with gear. Like I said, I mean, your needs change as you get older and different things. Mrs. Den has had 2 knee surgeries, so it's a little harder for her to get up on the bike. So certain pants are more difficult than others to step up and over the seat. Plus, she has very short legs, so that makes a difference, don't it?
Oh yeah. Well, the Kevlar, like in jeans, right? I remember riding jeans, or like these are like I don't know, like yoga type pants, but they have Kevlar in it and they have knee pads and that sort of thing for protection. These aren't so bad, but the jeans are heavy.
Yeah, jeans are a lot heavier than, you know, with Kevlar and stuff in them. It adds weight for sure compared to just a regular pair of jeans. But I've also seen somebody go down in a regular pair of jeans on the video, not real life. Man, and they shred like right now. I mean, most of, at least I've seen a couple videos of guys going down and then about a 10-15 foot slide, which ain't far, which isn't far. They just like completely shredded. I mean, their leg was like completely loose, almost up above the knee, and so they don't hold up too well to pavement. So I would imagine the ones with Kevlar, man, road's a little rough through there, do a little bit better. Oh, we're on Route 22 right now, so which this is a very popular road with people, sport bikes and stuff. It's curvy. So what do you look for when you buy gear? I mean, do you look more for comfort? Do you look more for protection? I mean, this is kind of my thought. Your first thing should be about protection. Is the gear going to protect me? I mean,
Yeah, because why wear it if it's not going to protect you?
Right. You don't know for sure. But unless you've actually wrecked with that same gear on. But yeah, like Mrs. Den said, really, if you feel like it's not going to protect you, there's no sense in buying it. I mean, you could wear anything. But like I said, man, this is curvy. But like I said, jeans with Kevlar in them, they're going to protect you a little bit more than a regular pair of jeans. Now, a lot of my riding jeans, I do actually have knee pads for the one pair, but I don't have them in any of my riding jeans. So I really should put some knee pads in.
I have them in mine.
Huh?
I have them in mine.
Yeah, in both your riding pants? This one.
I haven't worn the jeans in a while, so I don't know.
I don't know. I don't either. Maybe you don't have them in that. We need to check. It's best to have them in it. And honestly, hip armor is probably, I would say, very important because you're going to hit your hip probably if you go down. Knees and hip, I would imagine, for riding pants be the two important spots. So, do you look first for looks? Maybe some people just go off of looks. We know some people that just go off of looks. I personally think protection should be the first thing, and then comfort, and then looks last. That's the order I would go in. Mrs. Den combines, I think, looks, comfort, and then maybe protection goes last. But I think looks and comfort kind of go all in one with her on it. No?
Comfort and looks go together, but I mean, if it's crap, I'm not going to buy it.
Well, I'm not saying.
But, you know, like gloves or whatever, you got to make sure your palm is going to protect you if you go down.
Well, I get that.
You know what I mean?
I mean, usually you see something and you're just like, oh, I like that.
Well, that draws my, you know what I mean? Draws my eye, and then I look.
And then you look to see how protective it is, if it's going to protect you or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. She mentioned earlier, I usually kind of check it out and make sure that it's halfway decent gear, you know.
And two, you got to add into the price.
Well, yeah. I mean, money's just not unlimited for most people. So yeah, price is a big thing. Yeah, I really didn't think. I mean, price may be the very top of the list before protection. I mean, if you can't afford it, it don't matter how good it is.
Right.
And a lot of times, gear that costs more is going to protect you more. I'm not saying always.
Well, you get the best you can get within your budget.
Right. But there's a lot of people that put price above protection.
Right.
And I get You
Well,
got to spend within your budget. But here's the thing: some people give themselves such a low budget when they're buying
sometimes you
some of
have to
this.
save for it.
Yeah, I mean, say you give yourself $100 budget for a jacket, just say. For one, it's not going to be as comfortable as something that's $200 most of the time. It's probably not going to protect you as well. And I'm not saying always. Sometimes you pay for a name.
Well, we know somebody that went to Meyer, bought a helmet for like 20 bucks. 25? What was it?
Somewhere close to
Yeah.
that.
So it was like 20 bucks. Okay, how I have spent more on a bowl for my kitchen than that because it was really nice. This is your head. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, the helmets are expensive. Sometimes you gotta save up for it to get a good one.
Now, that's true. I mean, when
You know?
speaking of helmets, this is one of the cheaper helmets that I've bought in the past maybe 20 years. Maybe not quite that far back, maybe 15.
And typically we buy a helmet when the other one gets old. You know what I mean? We don't buy a helmet every year or whatever. Now, one time I bought a helmet. I looked for a long time. I needed a new helmet. The other one was old. The cheek pads, the helmet was moving. Yeah, the cheek pads were just getting old and they were getting kind of firm. And I needed a new helmet. So I was kind of settled on one. It was, I mean, it was cute, but it wasn't, I don't know. It just was what it was. Then I seen a helmet that I loved. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this helmet. I wish I would have waited. If I would have waited like 6 months more, it would have been out. But then it's too late. And he told me I could buy it. He was like, if you want it, we'll get it. And I told him no. So Sena brought it the following Christmas. That's the only time we've bought something that expensive that close when there wasn't a need. But I love this helmet. Love it. To me, it was worth it.
Well, I mean, fit is a big thing with a helmet. I mean, you can get something that looks great, but if it doesn't fit you properly, I mean, it's just not going to help you. You need a helmet that fits. For one, a cheap helmet is not going to be as comfortable as a more expensive one. For two, you get a cheap helmet that doesn't fit properly, and it's really going to be uncomfortable. So,
and it'll drive you nuts because it's bouncing around on your head.
I've heard some people say I can't stand to wear a helmet, and I'm not saying always, but I bet a lot of times when you hear somebody say, "Oh, I can't stand to wear a full face helmet," they have bought. For one, some of them may have never even tried one. For two, if they have, they may have bought one that does not fit properly. I've had a helmet that doesn't fit great, and it
sucks.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. You get a properly fitting helmet, and it's especially one at a decent price. It's probably going to be fairly comfortable. We need 22. Couldn't tell where we needed to turn. So keep that in mind. And helmets are not cheap; they are expensive. But if you're spending $100 and something, maybe even $250 on a helmet, it's a lower end helmet. I'm just gonna say, I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything that they have down, and that might be all you can afford. And if it is, I mean, good, because it's better that you have that than nothing. And I'm not saying that you should wear a helmet or shouldn't. I don't have anything against people that don't want to wear helmets. I feel it's your personal choice, and it should be.
Yeah, you're an adult. You get to pick when
I
it's your
feel
head.
this. I feel the same way about seatbelts. It should be your choice. If you want to wear a seatbelt, wear one. If you don't, I mean, I feel like I'm not telling you not to, but I'm just saying I feel like it should be our personal choice. What do you look for when you buy gear? Do you get the most expensive thing you can get, or something that you get something that is top of the line, or do you go for the cheapest thing you can get? Everybody's different, and like I said, your income is going to play a big role in that. Too, a lot of, I mean, we wear protective gear a lot of times, but when it's hot, I wear a t-shirt a lot of times, and I know a lot of people's going to say something about it, but that's my choice.
As an adult. Well, this is the thing too, though. At least for me, oh my goodness, I'll get so hot it about makes me sick. You know what I mean? And you're riding this 90 degrees out. I've done it different ways. I could not keep that jacket on. That kills me.
So everybody's different, and we would just love to hear what you have to say about how you go about purchasing gear. Let us hear your thoughts, and as always, we thank you for watching, and we will talk to you later. See ya.